Welcome back. This is our third video, but anyway, I just wanted to finish up. The last thing I would like to do is to do an exit slip, an exit survey. Okay, we're gonna do like an exit survey. I would like for you to do three things for me. 3 things you learned, and you can ask for help. You can ask a friend. If you can only come up with 2, said, hey, help. You know, I always tell my students that find a friend to help. They can call anybody. Okay, so 3 things that you learned, 2 things that you want to use soon, and then 1 thing that you still have a question. Anybody want to start? 3 things you learned, 2 things you want to use soon, and then 1 thing that you still are very confused or still need an answer to. Arnold, do you want to start?
Yeah, sure. Can you hear me, Doc?
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, I learned a lot about your advices, but of course I want to take this opportunity to thank you. Of course, be direct to the point when the interviewer asking you for some questions about your teaching strategies and classroom management. Plus, of course, yeah, answer with the content and context about your experiences, and
Good,
then
good.
yeah. And one thing that I want to use, of course, those experienced by Mom Christine also. I heard a lot of answering the interview. So yeah, I a little bit need to practice myself, of course. I'm not a perfect teacher, but of course, I learn a lot during this kind of conversation. I just want to ask some question, yeah, about the link that you given to me that I need to apply for those links like in Arkansas School
Follow the
Spring, right?
direction. It says click here, and then you will follow the direction. It usually has a name on the bottom that you have to email the information to. So and then they will answer you. Okay.
Yeah. So
and you can send to as many as you want. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I gave a feedback about some interviews for those school. I think I saw some PE teaching position and coaching position.
Yeah. See,
I think 4 schools. 4 schools.
Yeah. See, I told you, you have hope. Okay. You were hopeless earlier. So you do have hope, right? Okay.
Yeah. Daisy Bates Elementary, Founders Classical Academy.
Okay.
Yeah, and then some more. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think they're also looking for social studies, right? Assistant basketball coach.
There you go.
I think for Mom.
Okay.
Who's that? Mom Gemma, I think.
Yeah. Thank you for checking. By the way, when you introduce yourself, you're too formal. Americans are very informal. Don't say Mr. Don't say I'm like I would just say I'm Merlina, instead of Mr. So-and-so or Sir so-and-so. That is not common here. You're like so stuffy, So you might want to say I'm just your name, for name and last name. Okay. Thank you. Azzy, you are asking about if the school will be the one to process the paperwork, is it going to be H-1B? You need to say they have 2 options. They have J-1, that means that they could contact, you can give them a list of agencies. I have those lists. I need to forward it to you if I can find it. And also you could also ask me, I have that distributions list that I did when I sent you all the Zoom. Just ask that. That's like a group chat place. You could ask everyone, said, hey, can you tell me some agency names? And then that way they already use the agency and they know it's good. It's not a fake one. Okay. And so they have 2 options. They actually will do either a J1, which means it involves an agency and encourage them to pay. And then H-1B visa, if they're in a hurry and wanting to know, it costs $2,500 for premium processing for 2 weeks. Okay, so you can tell them those options. And if you need, I have a link also, I need to send that link again, with the tables with links that you could just click on it and you see all those information, and you can share it with those interviewers if you want. Okay. All right, next person who wants to tell me 3 things they learned, 2 things they want to use now, and 1 thing that you still have a question on. This is, by the way, a good thing to write down on a piece of paper and give it to your students. And I always told them, this is your ticket to get out, your ticket to go. I'm right by the door. Give me the sheets of paper where they finish it. 3 things I learned, 2 things I want to use soon, and then 1 thing I still have a question on. And it's very clear to you which part of your lesson that students have still have questions on. So it's a very good reflection and feedback for you as well. And during your interview, you could use those. Those are some strategies you could use, to find out, to assess, learning. Okay. All right. Thank you for starting. Okay. Who else who was another brave person that would do the 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1 exit slip, but this one is 3, 2, 1 exit interview or exit survey. Joy, anybody? Christine, Gemma? I never force people. I just usually have them to volunteer.
Yeah, hello, Doc.
Okay, Gemma, go ahead and tell me 3 things you learned, 2 things you want to learn soon or you use soon, and 1 thing you still are confused about.
The 2 things I learned is the answer.
Everybody mute yours. Hang on. Everybody, please put yours on mute because we're having noise. Is that yours, Gemma?
Director fund.
Who's doing that?
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you. If there is a way that you could put that microphone somehow where you don't have to hold it, that might be smoother. Can you still talk? Let me see if you can talk without you holding it. Let me see.
Is it okay?
Yes, we can hear you. It's actually smoother without you trying to do that because it covers your face. Okay, but what is the noise though?
I think Ma'am Gemma got heavy difficulty in their headset.
Gemma, is that
Experience some ground, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and try to talk and see if we hear you.
The 2 things I learned is about answering straightforward with the exact answer.
Oh, hang on. You know what? If you're going to have this interview and you have that issue, you're not going to get the job. So make sure if you have this issue, make sure that you go to some internet place or something, another place. Okay? That's better.
Yeah, I think Ma'am Gemma need to replace her.
Is it good? Am I clear here?
That's better, Ma'am.
No, better.
Yeah, better now.
Better.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Yes. That's
It's
better.
clear?
Okay, go
Okay.
ahead. Go ahead. Tell me your
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Okay. The 3 things I learned is that I need to rephrase my introduction and add
Okay.
more. And
Okay.
yes. And then I should answer in exact answer that the interviewer would ask.
Just the
Exactly,
facts,
no
okay?
more, no less, just a fact.
Just the facts. Yes.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
And then I've learned about the characters of the students that you have mentioned, Dr.
Yes.
Merlina. Yes.
The cultural, these are called the cultural difference.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Very good.
Yes,
Thank you for
very-
those. And you have 2 things that you want to, which one do you want to like
Yes.
practice soon? Like maybe practicing in front of the mirror would be a good one, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Write your speech and then write, and then, either do
Yes.
it in front of someone and then, or
Yes.
do it in front of a mirror so you can see your face.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yes, ma'am. Okay. And the 2 things I want to use is about the plans of the school on professional development because I have this quite shy about asking them about it. Maybe what I mean is that maybe they can have different meaning if I ask them about
Don't
it.
worry. Don't worry, because if they don't, they have you explain it. Okay. So if you say,
Okay.
like, I want to ask you, like, give me an example. Give me an example of what you think that you might want to ask. Give me an example. Can you think of something that you want to ask?
About meanings
Huh?
for the teachers.
Yeah, for the PD plans, for the professional
About
development plan. Yeah.
Yes.
Give me an example of
Yes.
something.
About studying. Yeah. About further studies in my master's.
Okay, that's something you do not ask the school. That is something you can ask me. Okay,
Yes.
because most of the
Okay.
schools here are Asia Online, and a bunch of the teachers, because it's online, you can just talk to your university if you're doing it
Yes.
there, and say, I'm going to the US. Is it possible for me to finish my studies through online? And that's been done a lot here.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. In fact, one of
Yes.
the teachers,
Yes,
one of the 5 teachers I'm mentoring is just finished defending her thesis in master's. Okay. And I can help you with that as well. I could look at your thesis if you want me to.
yes.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
Okay.
So
Yes, ma'am.
what other question you have? What
And
question?
another is, yeah, that would be my one question. And the one that I want to use is that I think I need to the coaching. I never mentioned about coaching because I have once coached here for athletics and swimming.
Okay.
I never mentioned
Yeah, you could mention
in my
those. Okay.
interview.
Yep,
Yes,
mention
yes,
those because that's always gonna be something extra for you. Who's got a baby crying?
yes.
Is that yours? Make sure that when you're interviewing, make sure that you have somebody babysit the baby and take the baby somewhere because you don't want to do that during your interview, okay?
Yes.
Just a thought, just a thought. All right, thank you so much, Gemma.
Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you.
ma'am.
Okay, who else wants to volunteer? Or you know, if you're not volunteering, I'm gonna be doing a voluntold. Instead of volunteer, you're a voluntold. Anybody?
Hello, Doc.
Okay, who's that talking? Yeah, Christine, go ahead, tell me.
Good evening, everyone. I would like to say, if I am going to rephrase it, so there are 3 things that I am most grateful for, and 3 things that I am thankful to.
It's not very clear, Christine. Can you get it closer? Because for some reason I cannot hear very well. Okay, go ahead.
Sorry po. Yeah.
Huh?
If I am to rephrase it, there are 3 things that I am most grateful for with this. First thing is, I am grateful for the opportunity that has given to me. I am grateful for, of course, Dr. Merlina to be used as the Lord's instrument for
Thank
us,
you.
for all of us here.
Thank you.
Yeah, to be able to reach our dreams working abroad. I am very much grateful to our Almighty God, tinuod kay, for it's not easy, this journey of us. It's not easy, Jude, to be working abroad, to to aspire working abroad, and
Yeah.
especially at this time na some of the agencies are actually asking us for too much money. Yes, and and here you are doing it for free for all of us. I am the most grateful for that. And the third thing is I am grateful for this friendship, the people that are gathered here,
Oh,
and the
good.
opportunities, the opportunities to be able to meet new people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Especially, yeah.
Good. Thank you. Thank you for Brinkley. By the way, you can ask Dr. Poole to pay for it. It should not cost you. She will pay for it. 2,500, whatever it is, she will pay for it. She paid for the first one. Okay.
Yes.
So you don't have to come up with it with her. The other schools, they have the candidates, the applicants to pay for it. But if you mention Title II, they may change their mind and pay for it. They don't. Some of them do not know about Title II funds that can be used. Okay. But I'm pretty sure Brinkley will pay for it. Okay. She has money from the Title II. All right. Well, thank you so much. Who do have any questions? I'll be seeing you here hopefully this summer. I'm doing some training in both schools this summer. So hopefully I'll be in person face to face with you. Okay.
Yes po.
All right.
I am also excited to meet you din po.
Yeah. That'll be fun. We'll take you shopping. We'll take you out to eat. All right. So who's next? Because I don't have to have each one of you. Does your friend want to tell us something that she learned?
Yes po.
She needs to send me her your cover letter and your resume and all that. Okay. Do I have it?
Yes, Doc. Good evening po again, Doc. Yes, I've already sent my cover letter as well as my resume po.
Okay. How about your letters of recommendation? That's very
I
important.
haven't sent it yet po.
Okay, that's very important. Of all the things that those are the 3 really important things. Okay, cover letter, resume, cover letter short, half a page, 2 paragraphs, and then your resume. Make sure you have 3 references at the end with their email and phone number, and then your 3 letters of recommendation: 1 from a colleague, 1 from a supervisor, and then one from anyone that will tell about your character.
Character po.
Okay, so 3. Those are so important. And in fact, the superintendents were telling me when they look at my list and they click on the link to all your artifacts, all your papers, they were picking the ones with the recommendation because they read them. Okay, because that tells them more about you. So make sure if you haven't sent me your letters of recommendation, you work on that, okay? Because that will be your key.
Yes po.
That will be your key to getting a job. All right, so tell me something that you've learned, please.
So, one of the things that I've learned this after this session po is that when answering some question, you must be concise and direct to the point, and it must also be brief po. Then next would be in answering about your philosophy, it must centered solely to to the student rather, and not to the teacher po.
Good.
Then lastly, you must always be equipped with the or abreast with the new trend or the um new curriculum that you will be encountering when coming to a certain place po, or certain or new place rather.
Okay, very good answers. Common Core, you need to research, everyone. Research CCSS or Common Core state standards. All the states in the US are using that, except they'll call it something else. Like we call it Arkansas Teaching Standards. But I was there working for the Department of Education when we revamped this because everybody was hating it. And then when we revamped it, we actually pretty much kept it. And we just added a little thing, but everything is really just the same. So if you Google Common Core state standards and you look at literacy and math, and I guess the other subjects, you will see what the standards are being taught at every state. So you might want to study for your field. That way, if they ask you something specific, you know exactly how to, what grade you're doing and what kind of bloom words, verbs that they used. Okay, be familiar with that, with the Common Core. Okay, good points you made there. Okay, so what are the things that you're planning to use or to improve or whatever it is that you want to do on the 2 things? Remember, it's 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. What's your 2?
So the things that I want to apply po when I will be there na in God's grace po is that first and foremost is to adapt the culture po, since the culture from the Philippines and doon po is so different po. That is something that I need to adjust po. Then next would be I must be a dedicated teacher din po, since again their curriculum is different from ours din po. So I must be dedicated in adapting and flexible in adapting their culture as well as their curriculum po.
Very good. Now, what is the curriculum being used in the Philippines? I thought most people are using the Common Core. Is the Philippines not using Common Core? Does anybody know?
We are using the K-12 curriculum po. But since we are already in pandemic, we are revising it into smaller, the most essential competencies po.
Okay.
We are breaking down into smaller lang po.
Okay, so it
Those that
sounds
are
like you may be
important.
using Common Core and you're adapting it like we did. You kind of, chunking it in task analysis. Everybody, if you Google Springdale, Spring and then BALE, School District, Arkansas, if you look at their curriculum, it has everything already broken down. You don't have to do the work. It's already broken down. It's open to the public. You can actually, share it with your administrators and they've done the work. I say that a lot because they have already done the work. There's a very big school here. And so Springdale School District, Arkansas. You Google that and go under their curriculum. And then you can see how they broke it down and they have the plan for the whole year and everything. So that might be a good basis, a good resource for you if you are doing anything with curriculum. And look at their website is one of the best in the state. So you might want to look at the different categories there that they have, especially ESL. Okay, thank you so much. Anybody else that want to volunteer? Do I need to go to voluntold now?
Yes, ma'am, I want to volunteer.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Layla. That's a good practice for you, Layla, to speak your language. Makuan tama. Nosebleed is what you say, but yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
The three things I want to learn, ma'am, is first, I'm very grateful that I know you.
Thank
You
you.
are an angel sent from above. Without you, um, all of us have lose hope,
No, you should not.
especially from the times that we are so nervous with our interview.
You'll do well. You're
Thank you
welcome.
very much, ma'am. Even though I have not yet gone with my interview, but I claim it. And the only fear that I have is um, I will fail in the interview, but I will assure you that I will do my best and I will not let you down.
Well, you
So
won't fail. You won't fail because if you don't answer, that doesn't mean you fail. You just don't know it. Okay, and that's fine. You can just say, I will research it and I will email you my answers. You can always say
yes,
that. Okay, so you don't have to know everything on the
yes,
spot,
ma'am.
especially when you're nervous. You know how the brain would block it because you were so nervous. So yeah, just relax. Okay, and just say, if I don't know it, I
Yes,
can just look it up. Okay, that's the beauty of
yes,
Google.
ma'am.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Anybody else? Volunteer or voluntold? Which one?
Hello,
Yes.
can I be heard?
Layla, who's talking right now?
Alpha, it's Alpha.
Eva,
Oh,
okay. Eva, go ahead, Eva.
Hello,
Can we,
hello,
do you
hello.
not have a picture? Can we see your face?
I apologize for that, Mom. I'm not with very
Oh, it's okay. Go ahead. Go ahead and tell us something that you learned or use or ask.
and like to come up with three things that I actually learned from first one. I'd like to talk on the left part.
You're breaking up, breaking up. I could not hear you. I mean, you cannot be heard in the whole full sentence.
Okay, I go out. Can I be heard clearly now, ma'am?
Can you do what?
Can I be heard clearly? Hello?
Yes. Is it just me or is everybody having the same issue with
Yeah,
the,
she have a difficulty in her mic, I think.
yeah, the mic. Okay, fix your mic, please. I'm not using a mic. I'm just using my computer's volume. Can you hear me plain?
Ma'am?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, that's better.
Am I clear now? All right.
Yes.
All right. Thank you. And I apologize for the inconvenience a while back. And good evening once
evening.
again. All right. So there are things I actually learned from our session this evening and morning to you, ma'am. The first one is that I would like to talk on the idea less is more. This is in support to what the other teachers have realized as well, that when answering questions, we just have to answer what is asked and stop.
Yep.
That's actually what I retained to me a while back that actually had impact to me because I tend to explain things like what I'm doing right now. So
No, you're fine. You're fine. You're doing fine.
I think I need to remember that, and we also have to remember that. Yeah, I think the point that Ma'am Merlina told us a while back that the supervisors could have been asked about the things we are already stating. So instead of stating them, why not ask them? So I will also remind myself about it. Another thing is that communication is important, especially when you are now given a schedule for an interview and the time is not convenient in your case, because as what Dr. Merlina said a while back, some of them don't know that we have a 13-hour difference. So I myself, as an applicant, actually like conscious about telling them that would it be fine to postpone it, because that might actually give them for me, for my understanding, a miscommunication that you're not interested.
Right.
But actually being honest would actually help them also recognize that you're an honest person, and if having this interview in the most difficult time, you will not be able to give your best, so you will not be selling yourself the best way you can.
Well
yeah
put.
so I actually had also that that mentality. So I think it's high time everyone to somehow comfort ourselves that it's okay to communicate and tell them so that we can sell ourselves better
Yes, that's right.
and
That's right.
our potentials, right? And
Right.
then I still owe one lesson. Another thing is it's okay to ask help. And I would like to thank you, Dr. Merlina, for this chance. When Mom Layla asked a while back about how could we pay you back with all your help, and then you told us this is out of your kindness. And thank you very much for existing and assisting us with Dr. Merlina.
You're welcome.
And
I'm paying it forward myself because people have helped me in the past as well. So yeah, so I think as educators, we should always pay it forward. Always. And
awesome.
not
Thank
just in
you, ma'am.
education, but yeah, in life. That's how I live. I feel like I should always give back. We feel so blessed, especially here in America. We feel so blessed. Right now, two things for me right now. My big brother just got diagnosed with diabetes, and he's gonna be insulin the rest of his life. We just found that out this week. Second one, so I'm helping with that. And then my little brother lost his job as working for the mayor because the mayor did not get elected. So now, here's a 50-some-year-old man looking for a job. So I'm helping with that. And then I'm remodeling their house. So anyway, so you always pay it forward. So when the lesson is, when you come here, try to see who you can help back home, because you remember how hard it was. And so try to put yourself like, you know what, I remembered, so-and-so may not be able to buy rice. I send a sack of rice, for my brother, one big sack each month. I do it every 2 months. So 2 sacks of rice each. So think about, how to pay it forward, not just for your family, but other people as well. Yeah, I do help others, not just my family. So yeah, good point there. Eva, you already had the interview, right? I mean, I know you somebody's wanting to hire you. I think your name was mentioned. Was it Helena?
And no, ma'am, I have not received any communication regarding that matter yet, because I still miss like the recommendation letters. Lately, I have asked things from my supervisor, the administrator, especially for my thesis. So I will just let things cool down a little bit. And then maybe next week I'll be asking for the recommendation letters.
Okay.
They've been so kind to allow me to do some things for my thesis.
Yeah, but Eva,
Yes,
you are the cousin, or you are the sister of Marie Chris?
The sister, ma'am.
Sister, you're fine. I think she is really working on getting you there. So you will be working in the same house. So I think I don't want to say it, but I know that I've been talking to the superintendent that the relatives of the people that are here, they are trying to get them here, so you will be roommates. So you have an advantage because your sister's already here, and they're pushing for their the brother, Ernesto, who is one of the roommates, also pushing for his brother to come. And then, so it's good to get somebody that you can get along with, and your sister, you're gonna get along with her, and she's trying to get her babies right now, so you can help her too.
Yes.
Okay, so Eva,
yes,
I think your future is bright. That's all I say.
Thank you, ma'am. And then I'll be blessed with Christine there, ma'am.
Yeah,
so with my sister and my cousin.
Yep, that school will be helping you, and with Christine coming here, I think that would be another push that if the other school does not hire you, I think we're gonna be able to push, her school. I'm really good friends with her. She listens to me. So
thank you so much, ma'am.
Yeah, you're welcome. Okay, anybody else?
Hi, Doc. Hello.
Who is that? Yes, thank you. Jonathan, Jonathan, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you very much. Actually, this is my second time attending this session, and I'm so grateful for you and to the rest of the attendees here, because I listened the sharing, the experiences. I learned also what they're going through, what are the processes and the rest of the process of application in the US. I just want to add about the family and friends that Ma'am Christine shared a while ago. There is a quote that says, there are friends, there is a family, and there are friends that become a family. So I think
love that.
I think in this gathering or in this a simple session, we do not gain some, you know, employment details, but as well as we also value friendship, and we became like a family, as sisters and brothers, because that's the best thing that I've learned, because, and also from you, that you've shared also some motivational, some encouragement words, and you know, that uplift our spirits in order for us to move forward. And I'm so grateful. And go back to the 3, 2, 1. Yeah. As I introduced myself a while ago, I've learned that you need to be direct to the point. You need to impress the interviewer. You need to tell the details about you, because I believe that impressions, or first impressions, last. So you need to make out of it. Every time that you have an interview schedule, you need to be ready. So that's the second one.
Yep.
You
You
need
get
to be
yourself ready. Yep. You the whole
Yes.
self ready. Yeah.
Yes, you
Yep.
need to be ready, not only for yourself, but mentally, emotionally, you need to be ready. So I believe that preparation is always the key.
You're one
Whatever,
deep person. You know that? You're a deep person. That's awesome. And this is gonna
whatever,
close it up. If we get stopped, this is gonna be a goodbye. Okay. And thank you so much for all your participation and input. Go ahead and finish. So if we get cut off, that's it. Okay.
the third one is, of course, you need to be calm, you know, in every situation that calm in your, you know, that goes a long way. You need to be calm. You need to be, you know, you need to
Zen.
balance. You need to balance also, kasi you need to be aside from being ready, you need to
That's it.
calm,
Sorry.
so that
Okay.
you will see that you are ready,
Yeah.
that you are really willing to be part.
Right. Your
of the
body
school.
language should be open, guys. Okay. So if you're doing this, leaning, whatever, that is not open. You see me? I want to be open. I want to be alert, and I want to be sitting up straight, and I'm ready. Okay. That's what you should be. Okay. Okay. Go ahead.
That's that's my 3 that I have learned tonight, and including the previous session. And the second one, I mean the 2 that I want to practice in the near future.
Mhm.
I always believe that in my dialect here in the Philippines, I always believe in my mantra as gurong may puso. That I always believe that every day. Gurong may puso. But I summarize that only in my 3 C's of my life. First, I need to be compassionate. Compassionate, it means that you need to model behavior. You model kindness to your students, and that's very important.
Include that in your introduction. Okay. And because you're giving example. Yes. Okay.
And
Good.
the second, you need to the second C, you need to be creative. Creativity is always the key, and you need to innovate in order for your students to be engaged and compelled in the daily conversation, in the daily teaching, or in the daily instruction.
Mhm.
So that's creativity. And the second, of course, you need to I think competent
Very good.
competent in promoting positive classroom management, because you mentioned a while ago that Filipinos and Americans are different when it comes to the behavior. So you need to be competent, especially in encouraging them, for them to behave and to promote positive classroom management.
Very good. You use the word discipline with dignity. You
Yes.
do not embarrass children. You do not embarrass your young students. You always pull them aside and talk to them privately. Okay, that's
Yes.
discipline with dignity.
Yes. I always believe that being strict is okay, but with kindness. So
Yes, yes,
so that
yes.
you can create you can create a positive atmosphere between parent, between you and your students.
Very good. Because
And
yep.
yeah, sorry. And
Go
I
ahead.
want, sorry, I just want to ask because I want to take this opportunity upon listening you guys a while ago with your sharing with the rest of the body who did the interview already and who have interviewed by you or have practiced by you. I just want to ask because aside from mathematics, I'm teaching also science.
Good job. Oh my
Elementary.
gosh, you're double. Yeah. Those are the two areas that we have short of. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. And if I were asked to teach between the two subjects, I prefer to teach science because aside from that, I'm currently teaching science and math also. But it's okay if they offer me math or science, but yeah, is it okay that I will include that in my resume
Yes.
that
Perfect.
I'm teaching both subjects
Yes,
in
yes, you should. But do not tell them, if you're going to tell them which one you choose, make sure you are aware what they're looking for. Because
I
they
do.
may be looking for math and you, well, I like science. Well, you're just out.
I do.
Okay. So do your pre-work. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you everyone.
You're
for the-
welcome and thank you so much. And I guess this is goodbye until next week or whenever we meet again. Okay. Good luck to everybody and feel free to contact me if you need to practice individually. Okay. Bye-bye. Bye.
Ma'am, God bless you.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
You too, guys. Bye.
Bye,
Okay,
Dom.
bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, Ma'am Christine. Bye.
Bye.
Bye,
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Ate